Stay fresh, kids and squids, and welcome back to Splatoon. In this part, we're doing the Inkrail Skyscape, which is actually, I think. Hold on, I gotta turn the volume up. Yeah, this is a level that's got one of my favorite tracks in the game, or my favorite single-player track in the game, aside from the final boss theme.
Shouldn't Stay Fresh be like the outro and not the intro?
Well, it is the outro when Callie and Maria.
No, I mean like the outro to our commentary.
Oh, shut up.
Well,
It'd be kind of like if Kadekara said, "Hello, my beautiful people," at the very end of the video. It's backwards. No.
If it's opposite day.
every day is opposite day, you see. But if you say that during opposite day, then suddenly no day is opposite day, and you enter an opposite time flux that causes a paradoxical destruction of the universe.
But today I'm silly and spontaneous.
Oh yeah, this was one of the oh wait, no, this was one of the scrolls that mixed me up because I didn't think to go behind this building here.
Oh man, the physics being defied by you on these wires. Okay, I'm watching this on low video quality, so I didn't notice it until now, but those aren't yellow wires with paint on them. They're actually squirts of paint flying horizontally through the air.
Yep.
But they have string physics. Somehow. Yep. That makes no sense.
We're talking about a game where you can be a kid, then a squid, then a kid, then a squid, then a Splatoon. That fucking commercial is... I'm pretty sure it's a so bad it's good where it's cycled around.
No, you know what that commercial is? It's a 90s commercial.
Oh yeah, because this is a 90s game.
It's literally a 90s commercial. That's the kind of shit 90s commercials always did. They were always that cringeworthy.
No, I skipped the other special. Shit. Go back.
You can't.
No, it's not just having the special to use it. If you have extra armor or special weapons that you haven't used at the end of the game, or the end of the level, I should say, you get an extra 10 power eggs, which is helpful for upgrading stuff. So, yeah.
So pick up everything, basically.
Although it doesn't stack, though, because you can have 3 things of armor, up to 3 individual pieces of armor, but you will only get 10 extra power eggs, no matter how many stacks of armor you have. So that's a little bit weird, but, you know, whatever. It's not too big of a deal. You're going to have to end up grinding in order to get all of the upgrades.
That's actually kind of disturbing.
Yeah, that is very creepy in the back.
Oh yeah, have you seen the Nintendo Direct? It's just like you see the...
Yeah, but that was still cartoonish. That is fucking...
We have a realistic, nearly nude, in-game interpretation of the female Squid Kid. And that's... No.
These guys are 14 also, for the record. They're 14.
Not that artist rendition.
No, it's just... I'm pretty sure I brought this up before, but... On Tumblr, on Splatoon, like after the E3 presentation for Nintendo last year, I was interested in Splatoon, so I looked it up on Tumblr. There was porn, like literally an hour after.
What are you doing going on Tumblr looking for artwork?
I don't know. I felt like it.
Tumblr is a place you only go looking for art when you're specifically looking for indie artists to do commissions for you.
Yeah, but
just don't look for art for any other reason. Go on to DeviantArt pages, find the people who do good art, and find out if they have a Tumblr where they do more good art.
Yeah, but basically, you guys are fucking pervs, and you should stop that. They're 14.
Now, you know, sometimes I think I'm getting a little no-fun guy here, but sometimes I think people are a little too overzealous about keeping Rule 34 alive just so they can laugh at it.
Wait. People do that?
Yeah.
Well, no, like,
or at least give it a dick.
Well, like, I don't have a problem with Rule 34 as a concept. You know, I'm gonna be crass for a moment, but if people need to jerk off, they need to jerk off. But, like, they're 14. Come on, guys.
Okay, I'll do so right now. I'm sorry.
The thing is, I get the feeling that people make porn for video game franchises and books and movies and whatever, specifically because some famous internet saying says that they should.
If you're doing something because the internet tells you that you should do it, I gotta.
Yeah, it's just
almost as they're trying to enforce it as a law of nature.
Yeah, it's just that at that point it's not funny anymore.
Yeah.
So don't waste your time.
Yeah. Well, it's not. Well, Rule 34 is such an old kind of meme that it's kind of like it really only
No,
exists
dude.
because people want something to jack
No,
off to.
Rule 34 isn't. Rule 34 originally, when the rule was written, was not people saying this is how the internet should be. It was people making fun of the way the internet was.
Oh yeah, you're
still.
right.
Yeah. So and then now it's become a self-fulfilling prophecy. People remember that rule and they're like, oh, I should draw porn of this now because it's the internet.
Oh wait, a new Sonic character.
This
I
is
must
this
draw porn of it.
This is like a reverse Splattermatter galaxy.
Yeah, you have to ink the ground in order to see where you can go.
Yeah.
Fuck this one unlimited ink challenge. That's the Squid amiibo. Has two types of challenges. There's the cracking challenge, which is a lot of fun, and then they've got limited ink challenge, where you have only a set amount of ink that won't refill, and you've got to get through an entire level with just that amount of ink. It's basically like you've got a limited amount of ammo, and this is one of the levels, so you have to basically like walk on nothing a lot of the time if you're running low on ink, and yeah.
Gotta memorize that level.
Yeah, well, you don't
Or
need
just
to necessarily...
don't kill anything.
Yeah.
Actually, a trick for that is if you're pointing the reticule at the ground, it'll kind of it'll kind of react as if the ground was still there and visible.
Also, it'll flatten out or something.
Yeah, it's hard to explain.
It gives you that you're actually aiming at something that's a valid target. Recoloration that a lot of shooters do nowadays. Okay.
Yeah, well, not recoloration.
Oh no!
Like it gets bigger, I guess is the
Yeah.
thing. So that's a good way to tell if you're running low on ink and you want to conserve it for this specific level. There actually aren't too many limited ink challenges. I think it's this one. I forget the other level. But yeah, it's this is one of the more annoying amiibo challenges.
One thing that I really think that Splatoon had the benefit of last year was that it was covered so much during the Treehouse event.
Oh yeah, that's definitely
E3
true.
2014.
Well, you needed to do it because it was a new IP and nobody knew how it worked. Because like the trailer was interesting, but it didn't do a great job of explaining like how the gameplay worked. Because it was a lot. I think they were like talking in an aquarium or something.
Yeah, because admittedly, when I first saw the game, I was like, okay, this is paintball, I guess. It's like supposed to be a child
Mario
Call of Duty.
Mario paintball.
Yeah, Mario paintball. There.
Well, they actually that was one of the ideas for Splatoon. I think was making it a Mario paintball game. Which, to be honest, I'm surprised they didn't do earlier.
A Mario paintball game. Okay.
It would work.
It's a bit of an odd timing for Nintendo to jump on the FPS craze.
Well, technically,
and take
John,
their
this
own...
is third-person shooter.
Well, okay, well, FPS is what everyone thinks about when you shooty, blasty.
Let's not split hairs. The gameplay mechanics in this game are far more first-person shooter than third-person shooter. It's only the camera that's third-person.
I know. I was just being a dick.
And in this case, it's third-person because you need to be able to see your feet.
Yeah. Essentially, you need to see where you're imagine
where you're
trying
standing,
to swim.
So you know whether or not you can squid around. Yeah.
Yeah, like imagine trying to squid. You couldn't really do the squidding in third person. I mean, in first person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
I'm squidding as a verb now.
Well, no, that's what I know. It's weird, but that's kind of what I call it, like squidding and whatnot.
Quit squidding around.
You gotta be squidding me.
Yeah, the thing about it is that in a third person shooter that plays like a third person shooter, you tend to have much weightier character movements.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking about Gears of War. I know that's not really multiplayer, but
and the individual jump here is pretty much worthless.
First person shooter gameplay mechanics are much more skatey. Like, you can freely move in any direction at any time, and you don't have to worry about your body weight slowing you down when you try to make a sharp turn. And it's also more cover-based in third person, because you can more easily see around cover.
Yeah, the control in this is very fluid, which I suppose, the control in first-person shooters can be whatever they want, because it's not like you have to animate your own character walking around too much. Well, I mean, I guess it does make enemies look kind of goofy online, but, that's not really that big of a deal.
Your ground speed is affected by the type of weapon you're holding, if I remember that correctly.
I think only when you're shooting. actually. Oh, look at my sick speedrunning skills.
Sick park squid.
Yeah.
Squid core.
Yeah, the speed which you're walking when you shoot is affected by your weapon. I don't know if like just walking speed is affected, but you're not going to be just walking anywhere in this game.
Yeah.
You're either moving as a squid or moving while shooting. Like, if you're just well, actually, I guess if you're walking on a graded surface, that's the only time I can think where you're just walking anywhere. Because like if you're trying to shoot a charger and move, you move really slowly.
What do you feel about spawn camping?
Spawn, you can't really do it in Splatoon actually because you're invincible on your spawn point.
Yeah, you can hold that position for a few seconds, but eventually you're gonna get killed.
Yeah. Because if you've got somebody, well, first off, if you've got somebody backed up to their spawn point on Turf War, you've basically won. But if you stand on the spawn point in Turf, you're invincible. Like, shots can't go past that. So you can just spam sub weapons or whatever until they leave, and then try to make a break for it and try to regain that ground. I mean, you're probably not going to win, but you can try. Also, these things, flutters. Fuck these guys.
Well, they just want to get a shower.
Well,
oh, they go over the ground and they recolor it purple.
yeah, and also you can't kill them, and if they touch you, it's an instant kill. How this game works in the top left, that's essentially your lives. You get killed, you lose one of those, and you're sent back to the nearest checkpoint. You lose all of them. You have to start the entire stage over. So, but it's basically it's not like one hit will kill you for most like standard shots. It's kind of like a regenerating health system like most FPS games actually. Like, you know,
yeah, if you're down one or two, if you get another checkpoint, you'll get another life.
Yeah, that's it. And if you can get hit by a few stray projectiles, they'll just sort of throw that red jam in your face and you wipe it off and then you're okay.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's so nice that World War II, you know, you could just wipe off all that red jam and then you wouldn't actually get killed by Nazis, right? Right?
I need you to sit down, Ted.
I am sitting down.
Oh man. You know, I kind of miss health bars and shooters, and I get the feeling that the reason regenerating health is such a big thing is because they want to emphasize the multiplayer more than the single player. Because in a lot of single player focused shooter games, like say Half-Life, you have a health bar that doesn't refill automatically. You need to find health. You need to heal yourself. And that works there, but in a multiplayer game, that would be too much of a disadvantage.
Well, it's also something that keeps the pace up because let's talk about Splatoon. You die, you respawn pretty quickly, and you can super jump.
Well, let me tell you why it makes sense in Splatoon. Because you actually are getting covered in some colored substance that you need to wipe off.
Well, also if you die, you can like, if you die in a game where you have a health bar, there's some sort of expectation that you can't respawn. That's just game over. In a game with regenerating health, respawning makes a little bit more... I know it's an entirely gamey concept still, but it seems to fit a little bit better. And, you know, it makes the matches more fast-paced because, you know, you die and come back an awful lot more than if you had, say, 100 health and you were... and you would stay alive an awful lot longer, making each firefight a lot longer and more drawn out.
It's the difference between a son of a bitch and a... Oh, damn it.
Yeah.
I guess so.
Although some people are still going to go son of a bitch because they're just, you know...
Those people had a 24 kill streak.
They were one away from launching the tactical nuke.
Yeah.
You know, launching any kind of nuke is just a bad idea. Nukes are bad, okay.
What you're telling me is that...
Yeah, but in Call of Duty, they're an instant win on the map.
Nuclear ink.
You do realize that if you launched a nuke on a battlefield, everybody would die, like even your own soldiers, right?
Well, we still won.
Yeah, but
yeah,
at what
because
cost?
you're the one that launched a nuke.
Yeah, we still won.
It's Call of Duty, Ted, not Call of Survival.
Call of Splatoon.
Call of Splatoon.
Splatoon of Duty.
Well, now somebody's probably made a Miiverse post about that.
Speaking of Miiverse, how about those Squidwards?
No, they've toned down actually an awful lot.
Oh, really? Good.
Yeah, not as much.
It was funny for a day, but that's about it.
Yeah. Yeah. There were a lot of Squidwards at first. A lot of memes just in general. A lot of that is toned down. It's mostly just Team Cat and Team Dog shaking their animal dicks at each other, trying to see who's better.
I wonder if that kid ever went to the Olive Garden. You know, just to kind of follow up on that story.
Okay.
Are we talking?
I think my favorite one is the senpais notice me and they're staring through the window at Callie and
Yeah.